Hi there, my name is Vita and I brought a bottle of wine for you. Why? I'm celebrating you already because by the end of this video, you would have 3 intentional and practical steps that will set you on the right path to achieving literally any goal you have, getting the dream life that you want, and becoming the person that you want to be. Okay? By the way, if this is your first time here, don't be a stranger. My name is Vita Otong. I make videos that help you level up and improve your life, literally making life easier and better for you. So please click that subscribe button to join the family, and I'll be seeing you every week. Disclaimer, please. I'm not perfect. We are all in the learning process, and growth and change, they are not linear, okay? So I'm not perfect. I'm not an expert. These are things that I tried out for myself, and it really helped me in my journey with achieving my goals, both the very little goals and the big ones, okay? I'm literally just sharing these things with you because I tested them and they worked for me. They also worked for different people around me. So that's why I'm bringing these tips to share with you. So make sure you stay tuned to the end. And now let's get right into this video. In my last video, I spoke about why it is so important to be intentional about anything you want to achieve, especially as an adult that has so many responsibilities and so many things literally fighting and dragging for your attention. So anything you're not intentional about would eventually starve and die off. And as I said in that video, it will fall from your hand and crash and burn. So if you haven't watched that video, I highly recommend it. Go watch that video after this one because it will really change your perspective of things, especially like chasing after your goals and being intentional about them. Now, let's move on to the first step. The first intentional and practical step you can take to achieving literally any goal you have and becoming the person you want to be is to make detailed and realistic plans. Tell yourself the truth. You are at level A and you want to get to level B. What are the steps you can take to move from point A to B? You have to actually take practical steps and always make sure you section your goals into long-term and short-term goals. So the short-term goals are little steps you take every day that will actually accumulate to give you the long-term goal that you have. What do you have to do every day or twice a week or once a week? You need to make these actionable steps. You need to list them out. What would you have to do to get to this point? Tell yourself the truth, please. You are here, okay? It's not where you want to be. Trust me, you can always move forward. That's why it's a gradual process. You can always grow. It's now left to you to take these little actions every day that will help you to move from point A to point B. And make sure your goals are always time bound, okay? So let's say you want to achieve something by next year and you have this amount of time, probably let's say 9 months or 11 months or 12 months, depending on you. Open your calendar. So you have the months, right? And what will you be doing in the first month? What will you do in the first week? What will you do in the second week? You break it down from a year to months, from months to weeks, from weeks to days, and then you know what you'll be doing every day that will take you closer to your goals. Because this is change, all right? You want to change your life, you want to change your situation. The truth is that your long-term goals would always be an accumulation of the short-term goals that you've been able to achieve. It has to be gradual and continuous. If not, you're going to fall right back. You don't just try and rush everything. It's not going to work. You have to learn it. Let it enter your skin. There's a video I watched and they said, if I follow you around for a day, I would know where your life is heading to. So what you do every day actually counts. What you do every day is what will accumulate to what you did in a week. And what you do every week is what will accumulate to give you what you do in a month. And what you do every month is what will accumulate to give you what you actually do in a year. And your actions every day, every week, and every month is going to accumulate to give you what you will achieve in a year. So when you are planning, you have to take all this into consideration. If you can achieve your short-term everyday goals, the daily goals, the weekly goals, and the monthly goals, if you can achieve those, trust me, it will accumulate, okay, to give you that long-term goal, that mighty long-term goal that you have at the end of 1 year. It's simple. Our life is an accumulation of our everyday decisions. It's as simple as that. So if every day you are making the right decision towards your goal, it will definitely accumulate to give you the right results. But if every day you are not making the right decisions to get you towards your goal, there is no how you would be what you want to be in 1 year, or you will achieve what you want to achieve in 1 year, when every day you've not been making the right decision to get to that destination. This is where a daily to-do list comes in. We have 365 days in a year averagely. That means you have 365 steps, 365 decisions to get to your yearly goals. So if every day you are actually taking the right step, you are taking the right step 365 times, you are doing the right activities, taking the right actions 365 times, at the end of the year, trust me, even if you don't even achieve your goal exactly, you will be very, very close, because 365 right decisions will give you the results you are actually looking for. Be very, very intentional about your daily steps, your daily decisions, your daily goals. What are you achieving every day? Be very intentional about it. Write it down, make your plans, break it down to little actionable steps that you can actually implement. Because anybody can bring up pen and paper and draw up a plan, but how many people can implement it? It is by the implementation that will determine if you get to your results or not. Don't play with your daily life. Don't play with your daily decisions, because it is what you do every day that accumulates to give you what you want in 1 year. If you skip those short-term goals, there is no how you're going to achieve that long-term goal. There's no how your actions are going to accumulate to achieve the goal that you want. Another thing you need to know about making plans is that your plans should always be flexible. You know, life goes on and you're always going from one stage of your life to the other. Your schedule will always be changing. So make sure you are always ready to adjust your plans, adjust your routine, adjust your schedule to fit the current situation of your life, to fit the kind of life that you are having now. I had a daily routine, but I'm seeing that it's not really giving me the productive result I want. So you just be trying, and when you see the plans that you have made are not really fitting in with the life that you have right now, or the stage of life that you are experiencing right now, you just have to adjust it. You just have to change it, okay? And it's perfectly fine. Create time to learn and think and evaluate. There's this story of a man that was told to cut down a tree. I can't really say the story exactly, but the point is that he was supposed to cut down a tree, and he spent time sharpening the axe. And on the last day, cutting down that tree was a breeze. He did it in 1 day. So that is the same thing as thinking and learning. Learning is like sharpening your brain. Always create time to learn. You know, when you start going towards a particular goal, if you want to get a new skill, you want to enter a new industry, you will make mistakes, okay? And you will face challenges. Now, if you don't take out time to evaluate what you're doing, you don't take out time to learn from your mistakes, what's the point? You just keep going around in circles and you won't keep getting better. You won't grow. Let's use me for example now. I'm a YouTuber, right? So if from all my videos, I'm just doing videos every week and throwing them out. The videos that do well, I don't go back and say, okay, what did I do right in this video that I can apply to my next video? If I don't take a step back to think and evaluate what works and what doesn't work, I'll just be going around in circles. I won't be learning anything. I won't be growing. I'll just be, okay, I'm consistent. I'm just pushing out videos. I don't learn from the videos I've pushed out before. Okay, why didn't the audience like this video? Or why did the audience like this video? You don't understand. So take out time to learn, to evaluate what you've done so far, to add more skills to yourself, to sharpen your brain. Read books, learn from other people, attend seminars, take courses. If you don't create that time to learn, you are not actually going to grow. Don't just focus on activity only. Okay, they said we should be consistent. Every day you wake up and do the same thing. Every day you wake up and do the same thing. Take out time to evaluate what you are doing, and if you can learn something new or something extra that will make you better. The point of being consistent is that every time you do it, you get better at it. And one thing that will help you to get better at something is by acquiring new knowledge about that thing. It's part of the process. Have you ever heard the term busy doing nothing? Yeah, that's what's going to happen. You'll just be busy doing absolutely nothing if you're not improving at the areas that you are weak in. You are not improving at those areas that you are not so good at things. You're just going to be busy, you're not going anywhere, you're not improving, you're not developing, you're not growing. So we don't want that. So make sure it's always part of your routine to learn, to take a step back, evaluate where you got, what you've done so far, what worked, what didn't work, so that you learn, you grow. That's how to grow, by learning. Okay, consistently learning as you're consistently implementing your activities. All right, the more knowledge and skills you have in a particular area, the easier it will be for you to do well in that area. As you are practicing, you are learning. Anything you learn, you practice, and you see yourself, you just be going higher and higher. You will even be able to achieve your goals faster because you've got the knowledge. Okay, it's just like someone that is running blindly. Okay, you are trying to get from Nigeria to, let's say, Canada, and then imagine someone is just running from Nigeria to Canada. You don't have a map, you don't know where you're going to. You'll be so slow compared to someone that has gotten a map, and then the person is like, okay, they said I should go here, and you go here. Even if you take the wrong turn sometimes, you have a map and you're learning as you're going. You're not going to be running around in circles. This is a mistake that a lot of people make. Oh yes, you're doing activities, you're consistent, but are you learning? Are you doing better with every step that you take? So it's not just about putting in effort, it's about putting in intentional effort. It's about putting in quality effort. So make sure you always take time to correct, take time to re-strategize, take time to perfect your craft. Are there more things you can learn that will help you improve in a particular area of weakness? Just make sure that you're putting in quality and intentional effort, not just you're just using your energy, without actual skill. Okay, that is a no-no, and you are not going to achieve your goals that way. All right, loves, we are moving to the last tip. Before I go on, please just give me 2 seconds of your time. Click that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. It really, really helps the channel, and it helps the algorithm to keep on recommending my videos to you. Okay, if you don't subscribe, you won't see my face again because the algorithm will not recommend my videos to you. So make sure you hit that subscribe button if you've learned anything from this video. Okay, so let's get right into tip number 3. Number 3 is a very simple but powerful one. Okay, focus. There are two types of people in this world. Okay, there are people that, right from back in the days, they already know what they want to be in life. They have one goal, one dream, one path, and they go after it. And even if they get interest in something else, they attend to it later, but like they know what they want. You see all those people that in secondary school, they ask them, what do you want to be in future? And they speak. Until today, they have stuck to that goal, they have stuck to that path, they are doing just one thing and they are on it. And then there's a second set of people. I fall into that category. That's why I'm making this video. And if you are part of these people, this video, please pay attention to this point because it is for you. There are the multifaceted people, the ones that have many goals, many dreams, many passions, many talents. You want to do everything. Congratulations to us, because me too, I'm part of you guys. I have so many things I'm interested in. Like, the world is my oyster. I just want to do so many things, and I can actually do so many things. I have so many interests and passions, but unfortunately, things are going to go a lot slower for us. Yes, I have realized that. And I have actually tried to learn from my friends that are in the first set of people that are very focused. They have just one focus. And even if they may have just one or two things that they want to do in their whole life and they are good with that. So we actually have a lot to learn from this set of people, because focus is such a big deal when it comes to achieving goals. I think there is nothing wrong with having a lot of passions and dreams and goals, but you have to learn to control these goals that you want to achieve, because the fact is that you can't achieve all your goals at the same time. It is a fact. Okay, you see, dividing your attention, something is going to suffer. You can't serve two masters. Okay, one master is going to suffer, because how many places can you possibly split yourself into? Yes, you are good at multitasking, but it's like trying to travel with a lot of bags. You are traveling to somewhere and you're carrying 6 suitcases. Let's say you're traveling on foot. Okay, we're not even talking about flights or buses. You're traveling on foot and you're carrying 6 mighty bags to travel. And then you see one person carrying just one bag. The person will be faster than you. I'm even using bags. Okay, it's like running with many crates of eggs. You probably will break all those eggs before you even reach the finish line, compared to someone that is running with just one egg. You are running with like 6 crates of eggs. you will probably break some, because that's the truth. When you divide your attention into too many places, you will be overwhelmed and you won't go far in any of them. You will not be able to be as intentional as you're supposed to in each of those dreams. And unfortunately, you will not even become a professional at any of them. You will just end up being overwhelmed and being an all-round amateur in all of these fields. Okay, let's say for example, you are interested in accounting, you are interested in being a musician, and you want to be a fashion designer, and then you also want to go into art, you want to be an artist. So imagine this: you study accounting for 6 months, and then you enter the accounting industry, and you meet accounting gurus that have been studying accounting for years. They've dedicated 5 to 10 years of their life studying accounting, and you that studied accounting for 6 months, you want to go and match shoulder with them. That's what I'm saying. You will not be a professional in accounting, because people that are professionals in stuff, they have spent a good number of years studying that thing. They've dedicated so much of their time to that thing. So if you have so many interests and you are just spending a short periods of times learning those things, and then you run into that industry, you'll be looked down on, because you are not a professional here, you are not a professional fashion designer, you are not a professional artist, you are not a professional musician, because you can't compare yourself with those that have been doing these things for a lot of years. Trust me, it's a very painful truth, but this is something that I have experienced. And in my experience, this is what I noticed about like having so many interests and dividing your attention in too many places. You will not be a professional in any of those fields that you love. Okay, so you can never really compare yourself to those that are laser focused and they've dedicated decades of their life to one industry. But you've been spreading your attention to so many things. You know that saying they always say, jack of all trades but master of none. And you never get paid as much as the masters. Even on YouTube, I heard that if you are very niched on YouTube, brands in your niche will pay higher for you to promote their product or to advertise on your channel. So it works in every sector like that, but you don't have to worry. There's still a way we can actually push through this. Okay, we can actually master one skill at a time. We can actually chase one goal at a time. I know your body is doing you somehow. When you are focusing on one thing, it feels like you're abandoning another thing, but you really just have to control yourself. We don't have to rush it. We have our lives ahead of us. Okay, we can actually learn one or two, highest three. Okay, but I still think we should keep it at two. Two is the best number. So we should try and make it at most two things that we focus on at a time, and gain some form of expertise or professionalism in these two things, master them to a certain extent, then you can move to the next one. That is the best we can do. And trust me, just hold yourself and be patient. Don't try to pack all your interests at the same time. It's not going to work. Focus all your time and energy. And when I say do two things at a time, I don't even think it's still possible to divide your attention equally between these two things. One thing will be the star of the show. It will be your main focus for that period of time, taking all your attention, taking all your energy, taking all your time. And trust me, it's going to be worth it, because you will learn it to the fullest. You actually become some kind of expert or professional in that field, and then you can now bring in the next one and focus on it. One will always take 80% of your time, and another will just be taking 20% of your time. And the other one, you can just be putting in small time just to, lay the foundations for it. When you're done with the first one and you want to switch to that second one, you've already laid the foundation and it will be easier for you to pick up. And that's why I said your goal should be time bound. The fact that you know that you have other things that you want to actually do should motivate you that, okay, within this period of time, I have to put in my all in this thing and learn it to the best of my ability during this period of time, so that I can actually start adding other things. Because that's the best way to do it. Even when you want to run multiple businesses, if you try to split your attention into all those businesses at the same time, they will be suffering. They will be suffering, and you won't get as far as you want to get in those businesses. So the best is to set up one business, and when it's running to a certain extent, like it can run on its own to a certain extent, you now open another business. So when you get to a certain level, that you know that you are balanced, you are stable, you are seasoned in this thing, and it doesn't really need too much of your time or attention anymore. It can go on its own. At least I can say I can do this thing very well right now. You can now switch your focus to something else, and then you continue like that. That's actually the best way. I've seen people that have multiple interests do it, and it works very well for them because the power of focus is unmatched. And I know your body will be itching you. You'll be feeling like, oh, you've abandoned your other interests. Just calm down. Don't be in a hurry. Start early to learn one thing so that you can be an expert in it and then move to the other thing that you want to do. Don't be in a hurry to learn everything at once because you think you can multitask. You will never be able to actually be a professional in any of them if you want to pack all of them at the same time and be focusing on. So we really need to calm down. We that have multiple interests and try to take it one goal at a time. If not, we'll just end up not achieving anything at all. Yeah, I hope you guys get what I'm trying to say. All right, loves, that brings me to the end of this video. Remember to stay intentional. Anything you want in life, be intentional about it. Give it your time, give it your attention, make plans, implement those plans, focus. Your dreams won't work unless you do. Be ready to put in the work. Everyone can dream, everyone can imagine things. If wishes were horses, everybody would ride on them. But the people that make their dreams a reality, the successful people, are those people that make intentional plans and take intentional actions towards achieving their goals. If you are passive and you let yourself go, you will never achieve your goals and you will never become the person you want to be. You will never have the life you want to have. So intentionality is very important. Making plans is very important. Implementation of those plans is very, very important. Okay, my loves, thank you so much for sticking around and watching this video to the end. As usual, please use the comment section to let me know which part of this video resonated with you the most. Make sure you also give this video a thumbs up and please be a darling and hit that subscribe button to join the family. I will see you in my next video. Okay, bye.